Hello and welcome. My name is Michelle with FirstLight, and this is an overview of your new Cisco 8845 IP video phone. Today we will cover basic use and functionality of the 8845. The 8845 is a video phone that can be programmed for up to 10 lines. I will walk you through the information in the display, the buttons on the phone, then demonstrate the feature functionality. Your 8845 video phone, I'm going to start at the top of the phone with your camera. The camera can be moved up and down. You can also turn it on and off. So right now the video is on. To turn it off, you'll just turn the dial counterclockwise. Moving down on the phone, you have your extension. It will also show you the date and the time. You have your main extension on the phone. This particular user does have a line appearance. So when the line appearance person is on the phone, they will see that they are on the phone. On the other side of the phone, you will have a call button, which allows you to make a call. Beneath that, you have your call history button. When a call does come into your phone, it is going to come in on the right side of the phone. Those are referred to as session buttons. So when you place a call on hold, which I will demonstrate to you, you will see it on hold on the right side of the phone. Beneath the display area, you have what is referred to as soft keys. So these keys change depending on what you're doing with the phone. So right now, in an idle state, we've got redial, new call, and forward all. Whenever you see the three dots, that's a more button. So if I press that, it gives me more features, such as do not disturb pickup. You will not be using the Meet Me feature. So we're going to go ahead and move down on the phone. Down below you have a back button, which if you are in a menu such as call history, you can back up. In the middle here you have your navigation dial. So when we're in a menu such as call history, you can move up, down, right, or left. The center portion of that button is your select key. On the other side is your release button. So if you're on a call using your speaker, you can release the call by pressing that red button. Moving down on the phone, you have your hold key, which is the button with two lines. You will also have a hold soft key, which I will demonstrate to you when I put a call on hold. Beneath your hold key, the picture of the person with an arrow is your transfer key, and again, you will have a transfer soft key. Next to that, the group picture is our conference key, and again, you'll have a conference soft key, your preference as to which you want to use. Beneath that group of buttons, we've got our headset key, so you would set up your headset and then press that to use it. So down below here we do have our speaker button. Press it once, it turns the speaker on, and beneath that is your mute key. If you press the mute button once, you'll see the red light. The person on the other end cannot hear you, but you can hear them. To turn mute off, press that button again once, and to turn your speaker off, press that button again once. On this side of the phone we have our voicemail key, which I will walk through how to set up your voicemail. Beneath that we have our settings key and our directory. So in the directory, you can look for anybody in the company using your corporate directory. So you use your navigation bar to highlight corporate directory, press select, and you can search for anyone in the company by first name, last name, or number. So if you were searching for somebody, let's say, that has the last name beginning with the W, you're going to press the number 9. And you're going to put in the letter J with the number 5, the letter O with the number 6, pressing it 3 times. So once you put in a few letters, you can press search and it'll find that person and you have a call soft key to call them. So we're going to cancel out of there, press my exit soft key. Beneath those 3 keys, you have your volume control. So when you are on an active call, this is going to control the volume of the person's voice. To increase the volume, you press the plus sign. To turn it down, you press the minus. That same bar, when you are not on an active call, is used to control the volume of your ringer. So again, you can turn it up with the plus sign and turn it down with the minus sign. Okay, we're going to go over your settings button, which is the button that looks like a gear. So going into your settings, you can look at your call history, which we can also look at on the display, and I will show you that. We'll get into settings where you can change your ringtone, you can change the wallpaper, which is the picture on your phone. Accessibility, so you can get in there and personalize the phone for yourself. Also Bluetooth, so if you do have a Bluetooth headset, you can pair your headset along with the phone. The options down below, you won't be using those, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight settings, and we can press select or the number 2. So I'm going to press the number 2, and in our menu here we've got wallpaper, which again is the picture, ringtone, brightness, video, and your font size. So we're going to go ahead and press the number 1, and you'll see that the phone populates with all your different picture options. We will also have a logo for your company, but you can scroll through the different pictures. When you find the one you prefer, you can press the Set soft key to save it to your phone. Also, if you'd like, there is a preview. So once you're done, you can go ahead and exit out of there. We'll get back into settings, and we're going to go into ringtone. So I'm going to press the number 2. So you'll notice that 2 names come up. So I've got my main line and my line appearance. So I'm only going to change the ringtone for my particular line, which is highlighted. So if I press the number 1, I can scroll through the different ringtones, press play to play them. When you find the one you prefer, you're going to press set to save it to your phone. And again, we'll exit out of there. The brightness, the video, and the font size, you can get in there and play around with those settings to personalize your phone, but that's how you scroll through the settings menu. So we'll exit out of there. And again, if you want to pair with a Bluetooth, you're going to press the number 4 and get into that menu. And the other options are for your video, which is back into settings. So you could press the number 4 and play around with your video settings. So we'll exit right out of there. Now we will get into making a call. So to place a call from your phone, you can press the phone key in the display. You can lift your handset and use the handset. Once you get dial tone, you're going to internally dial the 4-digit extension. If you are dialing outside, you're going to dial 9 and the outside number. So we're going to go ahead and dial the internal extension that I have on the phone next to me. I'm going to press either answer to answer the call on speaker, decline to send the call directly to my voicemail, ignore will stop the phone from ringing. So I'm going to go ahead and answer the call. Once the call is answered, you have the option of placing the call on hold. So you can use your hold soft key, or you can use the hold soft key on the phone. They both do the same thing. We can end our call, transfer the call, and again, we have those 3 dots, which is our more button. So if I press that, I can park the call or conference, which I will show you all of those features. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to place the call on hold, and I'm going to use my soft key. So once I place that call on hold, you'll notice that it is flashing on the right side of the phone. So that is where your calls are holding. Your customers will hear hold music, which I'm hearing on my other phone. To take the call off of hold, you simply press the flashing green, or you can press the hold button again. Either one of those will take your call off of hold. So now if we'd like to go ahead and transfer this call, you would press your transfer soft key or the transfer button on the phone. I'm going to go ahead and press my soft key, and I'm going to transfer over to an internal number. So we can go ahead, and once we hear that phone ringing, we can press transfer immediately, or we could wait for the other end to answer. I'm going to go ahead and transfer immediately. So that is your transfer feature. So now I will demonstrate for you parking a call. So parking a call basically is putting a call on hold off of your phone, which can be retrieved from any other phone in the company. So basically, once I place the call on park, the display is going to give me a park number where it's parked. So I'm going to go ahead and place a call. So to park a call, once we park the call, it's going to provide a park number in the display, which I will demonstrate to you. That park number can then be picked up at any phone in the company by picking up the handset and dialing the extension that the display gave you. So again, I'm going to call the phone next to me, and we're going to answer using our soft key. And I've got hold and call transfer. So I don't see the park feature until I press the more button, and there's my park. So in the display, it's telling me that it's parking the call on 6175. So now I can tell the person that has the call, or if it's a call maybe I want to pick up in a conference room, you can go and pick up the parked call on 6175. If I were to resume the call here, I just pick it up on my phone. So we're going to end that call. We are now going to go over your conference call feature. On your 8845 phone, you do have the ability of conferencing up to 8 people. They can be both internal and external. I am going to go ahead and place a call and demonstrate for you how to do a conference call. So I'm going to press the call button here to get dial tone. Of course, you could lift your handset or press the speaker button for dial tone. I'm going to go ahead and place my first call to an internal extension. Again, 4 digits.
Hello.
Hi, Michael. Can you join in on a conference call?
Yes.
Great, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and press my group conference call button. I also could have pressed my conference call soft key. I'm now going to join in an external party. So I'm going to press that 9 and the external number. So once our third party answers, to connect the call, you're going to press your conference a second time. Okay, so our third party is answered. I'm going to press conference to bring in the third party. If I wanted to go back to my original conference party, I would press swap, or you could go ahead and end the call. So to bring the third party in, I press conference, and we now have a 3-party conference call. When you are on a conference, if you press that more key, the 3 dots, you can also press your show detail button, which will list out for you the folks that are on your conference call. You can scroll through. You can update your list, and if you are the person that initiated the conference call, you can remove a party from that call. And we're going to go ahead and end that conference call. Thank you. Okay, so that is our conference call feature. We're now going to go over your call forward feature. So call forward, basically your button says forward all. It allows you to forward your calls to another extension internally, or to forward your calls outside, maybe to your cell phone. If you're forwarding outside, you do need to put in 9 and the outside number. So I'm going to go ahead and press our forward all, and I'm going to forward to the phone next to me. So I'm going to put in the extension next. And then you'll see in the display that you're forwarded to that other internal extension. And up on top, it shows you that your phone is call forwarded. So if someone calls my extension now, my phone will actually ring in on my coworker's phone. So once I come back into the office and I'm ready to start taking calls, to turn the forward off, simply press forward off. So that is our forward feature. If we press the more button when we're in an idle state, not on a call, you also have the do not disturb feature. So if I press that once, we get a red bar. So that shows us that we are in do not disturb. To turn it off, you simply press turn off DND, and that turns that feature off for you. Pick up and meet me you will not be using, so you don't need to worry about those features. You'll also notice there's a soft key that says self view. So if you wanted to see how you look on your video, you can do a self view. And then we'll go back to our original features on the soft keys. And there we are. So on the main page here, your soft keys, you've got redial, which does exactly that. It redials the last number you called. New call is another way to get dial tone on the phone. So if I press new call, it gives me dial tone. Forward all, again, we just went over. So those are all of your soft keys. So now we've covered all of the buttons and features on your new 8845 phone. Now I will show you how to set up your voicemail. Your voicemail button is the button on the phone that looks like a recorder. The first time you log into voicemail, you will be asked for a default PIN. Your default PIN is 12345. Once you've entered that default PIN, you will be walked through a tutorial which will ask you for your first and last name. Then you will do a standard greeting, and you will finally be asked to change your PIN. It is very important that you remain in the tutorial until the announcer tells you that your setup is complete. Once your setup is complete, you can hang up and your voicemail is now set up. So I'm going to go ahead and play that tutorial for you.
Enter your PIN followed by pound. Welcome to Cisco Unity Connection. Please take a moment to personalize or update your settings. To exit, press star. A recorded name identifies you to other callers. It also lets others know who left a message. You have no recorded name. To continue without a recorded name, press pound. To record, when callers cannot reach you, they may leave a message. A personal greeting encourages callers to leave a message. Your standard greeting is, sorry,
Video Demo 1
is unavailable. To re-record this greeting, press 1. To keep it and continue, press pound. You can be listed in the directory so that callers can reach you even if they do not know your extension. You are listed in the directory. To change your listing status, press 1. For help, press 0. To continue, press pound. You have finished enrollment.
Okay, so at this point your setup is complete. You can go ahead and hang up. Now when you receive new voicemail messages, you will have indication in the display that you do have a new voicemail message. So you can dial into voicemail to check your messages. You will also have unified messaging, which will allow you to receive your voicemail messages in a WAV format in your email. So again, that'll be personal preference for you, whether you dial in on the phone or check your messages on your computer. That's the end of our demonstration today. Thank you very much for taking the time, and I hope you enjoy your new 8845 IP phone.